Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. I am Andrea with Andrea Speaks TV, and I want to welcome you to another episode. So I hope that you and your family are doing well. I am back again. I was having some technical difficulties earlier, but I think I have worked through those. So I want to welcome you back to the live broadcast, whether you're watching now live or if you're watching by replay. I want to say thank you so much for your support. All right, y'all. So again, thank you all so much for subscribing to Andrea Speaks TV YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed already, I would like to invite you to join our community. If you're someone like myself, you're concerned about the times that we're living in, you're seeking truth, transparency, solutions, you're saying, okay, what's really going on? Then this is the place where you need to be. So again, thank you for your support. So I'm here this afternoon to talk with you quickly to give you an update on the supply chain crisis. Now, in the description to this video, I have some information, some useful links, and I also posted a link to my very first video last year where I was talking about the supply chain crisis during a time when it wasn't really being talked about. So make sure that after you watch this live broadcast or after you watch the replay, make sure you check the links in the description of this video and check out my past coverage on the supply chain crisis. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about today is an article from Fox News, Fox Business, to be exact. And the article says retail markdowns could be coming as companies tackle excess inventory. Okay, so you all know that I talked about back when the supply chain crisis was coming, and actually while it was going on, you all know that I shared that a lot of products, whether it was furniture, plastics, electronics, all of clothing, a lot of these products were on these shipping containers that were on ships. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. And because many people, weren't working or could not work during that time, a lot of the shipping containers got backed up and they weren't able to be unloaded like they normally were. So as a result, you had many shipping containers on ships that were waiting to dock so they could be unloaded. So fast forward, here we are. Today is what, June 3rd, 2022. And the problem now that companies could be facing, according to the article, is excess inventory. So I want to come and give you all some coverage on that. I do want to apologize because it seems like I have like a sinus thing going on now where I'm sneezing. So y'all please bear with me, okay? All right. So again, as you can see from the headline, this information comes from Fox Business. Excuse me. Give me just a minute, y'all. Let me just check something really quickly and then we'll get started. Let me just check something really quickly and then we'll get started. Okay, I think I'm good to go. All right, thank you all again so much for your support. All right, so according to the article from Fox Business, a buildup of inventory across major retailers is cultivating a climate of markdowns. Okay, that's according to a new report. Now, the article says it started happening at a time when, and I quote, consumers began curtailing spending and shifting away from discretionary categories. Okay. All right. The article also says that American consumers, okay, meaning you and I, thank you all now, those who are watching now live, or if you're watching by replay. That's right. Hello again. Thank you. I'm back. Hopefully you can hear me and see the screen. Hopefully everything is fine. Okay. All right. Now, the article continues by saying that American consumers have been struggling to keep up with the surging price of everyday goods such as food, household items, and even gas. And y'all, we've talked about that right here on the channel. It seems like everything from groceries, from clothing. Pretty soon we'll, if you're a parent with a school age child, like I am. Pretty soon we're going to be what, shopping for school supplies and school clothes, right? Or school uniform clothing, right? Okay, thank you. Someone shared everything is fine. Perfect. Okay. So it seems like everything, I mean, all across the board, food, clothing, even housing, for many people, rent, gasoline, everything all across the board, we're paying a lot more for, right? So the article says American consumers, you and I, have been struggling to keep up with the surging prices of everyday goods such as food, household items, and even gas. Okay. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers is in California, and I'm seeing now where they're saying that in California, uh, consumers are paying over $8 a gallon for gas. What's going on in California? But just based on my research, it seems like California, for whatever reason, if you know, please feel free to share. But for whatever reason, it seems like gas a lot of times is the highest in California. What's going on with that? Is that true? Let me know. Are you all paying? If anyone is watching from California, let me know. Are you all paying over $8 a gallon now for gas? I think in my area, it's a little over $4, I believe, right now. Okay. Even if it moderates inflation, okay, even if it moderates inflation, will likely remain high. This is according to the article. Well into 2023, economists say, leaving many Americans burdened by price increases that have outpaced pay raises. Okay, so again, y'all, for many people, well, for all of us, I feel like we're seeing an increase in the cost of different items, but for many people, even though they're paying more, the cost of living has increased. But for many people, their wages have not increased. Okay, so quite naturally, for many people, that could cause a burden. Okay, now the article continues by saying that the good news is that companies are starting to throw out promotions in order to combat the excess inventory that they have accumulated. Okay, according to the Telsey Advisory Group. Now, the article does give a quote by the Telsey Advisory Group that says inventory levels are high as companies chase as much merchandise as possible to support demand, which has now slowed. Okay, so back during the pandemic, as I shared in my other coverage, many people, due to the forced lockdown, many people were at home and therefore they had to order online. So to keep up with the what at the time the article is saying was such a demand for these different goods, these different items, the companies, they put in large orders. And so now the article is saying the demand for these items has slowed, and now companies are faced with excess inventory. Okay, so here's a quote by the Telsey Advisory Group, who said inventory levels are high as companies chase as much merchandise as possible to support demand, which is now slowed. Okay. Ultimately, the article says markdowns and promotions are starting to pick up. Okay. For instance, Target Chief Growth Officer Christina Hennington announced during its first quarter earnings call earlier this month that the company faced, and I quote, softer than expected sales in several categories, resulting in too much inventory in those areas. Okay. The problem was that, and I quote, the mix of actual demand materialized differently than we had anticipated. Okay, that's what Hennington told analysts. Now, here is how companies such as, let's see, hold on, let me make sure. Okay, so the article continues by saying, while supplies grew, consumer demand, and I quote, shifted away from bigger, bulkier products like furniture, TVs, and more. Okay. Meanwhile, its competitor and the largest retailer in the nation, who do y'all think I'm about to say? Okay, the largest retailer in the nation. Can someone put in the chat? Who do you think? What company do you think that is? I'm about to give you some information on this company. Who do you think is the largest retailer in the U.S.? Someone let me know in the comments. Who is the largest retailer in the United States? Okay, anyone would like to take a guess? Let me know. The largest retailer in the nation. All right, so I'm talking about Walmart. Walmart, the um, competitor to Target and also the largest retailer in the nation, is facing a similar issue. Okay, now here's a quote by Walmart US CEO. That's right, Walmart. Someone put Walmart in the chat. That's right. Okay, Walmart US CEO Doug McMillon, okay, said during an earnings call earlier this month, he said, as it relates to Walmart US general merchandise sales, we knew that we were so, I'm sorry, let me start again. He said, as it relates to Walmart US general merchandise sales, we knew that we were up against stimulus dollars from last year, but the rate of inflation in food pulled more dollars away from general merchandise than we expected as customers needed to pay for the inflation in food. Okay. The article also says that McMillan said the company likes the fact that its inventory is, and I quote, up because so much of it is needed to be in stock on our side counters. Okay. On the other hand, the article says a 32% increase in is higher than we wanted. Okay, so that again is a quote by Walmart US CEO Doug McMillon. Okay, McMillan also noted that the company will work through most or all of the excess inventory over the next couple of quarters. Okay. In fact, the article says the company already started being aggressive with rollbacks in apparel during the first 3 months of the year. Okay. And now that I know this information, just thinking about the times that I went in Walmart, I do remember seeing that they had marked down a lot of their clothing items. Did you all see the same thing in your area? Um, Here's another quote by McMillan, who says, even with reduced prices, the apparel margin can still be helpful to our overall mix. Okay, now Macy's, okay. Macy's chief financial officer, Adrian Mitchell, also noted on a recent earnings call that the company is focused on markdowns within the second fiscal quarter to, and I quote, clear some of the excess inventory on those decelerating categories. Okay. Mitchell also noted that there is, and I quote, the possibility of an elevated promotional environment given the high inventory levels we see in the industry. Okay. So you all let me know your thoughts. Now all of a sudden, of course, with increased demand, a lot of times that does raise prices. But now that they're saying that the demand has slowed, now they're saying, okay, well, we're going to mark these items down. So you all let me know in the comments, does that affect whether or not you will be, does that affect your shopping habits? Let me know. It could possibly be a good time. Let's say, for example, you wanted to purchase some clothing, or you had something, in particular that you were saving and you wanted to purchase. Now could be a good time to get those items, if they're going to be marked down. Okay, someone said there isn't a Walmart located close to me. Okay, you may be able to find some deals online, so you may want to check out, I don't know, Walmart.com if you don't have a Walmart in your area. I know in my area, I have pretty much all the stores that were mentioned. There's Walmart, Target. As when I say in my area, they're all relatively within a 30 minute or less driving time. Walmart, Target, Macy's. What was there another store that I mentioned? Costco. Some I've heard not customers, but I've heard different people, consumers mention Costco. You all know I have taken you all live with me to Sam's, but I feel like I need to check out Costco. I don't have a Costco membership. Do any of you all shop at Costco? I need to check them out. Someone actually recommended that I check out Costco, but I haven't done it yet. So, do any of you all who are watching, do you all shop at Costco? All right, y'all. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to share with you all. I have a couple of places that I need to go, things that I need to do. Hold on, let me bring my camera back into focus. It's slightly out of focus here. Uh-oh, let me see. Trying to get the camera back in focus, y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm not exactly sure why it's not wanting to work today, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off the live now. I have several things that I need to get done today. I thought I almost had it. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you all can see me better. So I have several things that I need to take care of today. I'll be coming back live. If not tonight, then possibly maybe, tomorrow. Have several things going on. But either way, thank you all so much for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate your support. If you would like to know how you can support the channel, you can support me by helping the channel grow. So you can do that by inviting your family members and friends to subscribe, and also, encourage them to watch the many videos that I have right here on the channel. Okay. Any questions, comments that anyone has before I end the live broadcast? Um, while I'm waiting to see any responses, again, you can follow me on Instagram. I do have a Instagram page. I recorded my first Instagram video, maybe about a week or two ago. So if you would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is at Andrea Speaks TV. So you can check that out as well. Someone said I heard a lot of good things about Costco. I don't shop there. I don't think I've ever been in a Costco, but maybe I can do that soon, and do a video and take you all live with me in Costco, just so we can check out the prices, and what's going on in Costco. Okay. All right. Anyone else have any comments, questions? A couple of news stories that I will be reporting on coming up soon. I do have an update on the baby formula shortage. Now, there was I actually watched some of the live. I think I actually posted on it. I posted about it on my Instagram page. But there was a meeting. So President Biden had a meeting. It was a virtual meeting, I believe, with different representatives um, from other countries. And the meeting was about the baby formula shortage. So I do have some information to give you all about that. Um, you know, have you think about this, y'all? We're living in a time where who would have ever thought that as a country we would be facing a baby formula shortage? Isn't that something? Um, just think about that. We know that babies, infants, we know that they can't, as they're growing and developing, just being born, we know that they can't just come out eating solid food, right? Um, and so, who would have thought that as a country we would somehow allow there to be a baby formula shortage? So I do want to give you some updates on that. Um, I have some concerns myself that, we have baby formula as a solution to the baby formula shortage, right? So what I was saying, going back to the meeting yesterday, President Biden was meeting with, I want to say, business leaders from other countries, um, and different, experts concerning as it relates to baby formula and the baby formula industry. But basically, what I learned is that, they're going to be flying in formula from other countries, and um, I know there are some people that may say, okay, well, you know, we got to get, the food to the babies, let me say this, many mothers, they're breastfeeding. That's, of course, a natural solution. But, for some mothers and families, for whatever reason, they choose to rely on baby formula. And so I have some concerns and questions about the fact that now baby formula is being flown in from these other countries. And even just listening to the virtual meeting that President Biden had just a few days ago, maybe a day or two ago. Um, you know, a lot of this, a lot of this was rushed. They had to get the FDA to approve it, and from my understanding, just like another thing, okay, you all know what I'm talking about. We've talked about it here on the channel. Just like another thing, they rushed to get it approved so that it could be sent out to a mass amount of people. So I have some concerns about that. So I'm going to do a separate video, and I'll share with you all some updates about the baby formula shortage. Okay. What other topics should I talk about? I do want to do a separate video about monkeypox. I'm starting to see, um, I'm starting to see what they're saying in the news. There are more and more cases now um, about monkeypox. So I have some questions about that. And I also want to relate what's going on now to another video where a video or two actually, where I actually talked about how a couple of months back they found a vial of what they thought was smallpox, and I think it actually turned out to be something else. But somehow I see where there's a connection to that video and what's going on today. So I want to bring you out some coverage on that. But we're gonna, be talking about that also. So also, you all know right here on the channel, I talk a lot about emergency food supply and survival needs. So make sure you check out my website, preparewithandrea.com, so you can get the items that you and your family needs. Okay. A lot of the items are selling fast. Some of the items are sold out. And I've shown you all right here on the channel in several of my videos some of the items that my family and we have. I also want you all to start thinking about solar energy more and more. As a matter of fact, right here in front of me, I'm going to be using this today actually to start thinking about solar power. Okay, start thinking about solar power as an alternate form of energy. I've shared right here on the channel. I've told you all that experts, power companies are warning that because we are now approaching the summer months, that there may be blackouts coming because so many people are cooling their homes at the same time that the power grid just may not be able to meet the demand. So someone shared it's not a good sign for us as a nation that the USA is relying on other countries for baby formula. Exactly. I'm wondering what's in it. Is it safe? And because this is such a rush process, just like the other thing, I just have a lot of questions about that. Okay. But again, this is a solar power pack, actually a wireless solar power bank. Okay. I actually have two of these as well. And, when you go out in the sun, this light will come on to let you know that it's charging. It has the solar panel here. You can also plug it into the wall and charge it. And it also doubles as a flashlight, okay, on the back. And you can change the settings. So again, y'all, this is just, one product. There are many out there, but again, we need to think about other forms of energy. Okay, please cover pharmaceutical medication shortages. Okay, let me write that down. I'll do some research on that. Pharmaceutical medication shortages. And as I was doing my research, I saw where I think even you mentioned that, hey, we need to also stock up on medicines because those very well could run out as well. So I did write that down so that I can bring some updates on the pharmaceutical medication shortages. Okay. All right. So y'all continue to enjoy your Friday. I'm going to go ahead and hop off the live now because I have some errands to run. I'll try to come back later on tonight, maybe do a combined episode and talk about several topics. But if not, y'all make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you not only subscribe to the channel, but make sure you hit all notifications. That way, when I do go live, you'll be updated. I feel like, listen, y'all, I feel like I'm here on YouTube. I feel like I'm only, I'm one of maybe very few people here on YouTube who has a channel that not only am I teaching you all things, I just did a video. You all saw I did two videos where I was showing you how to start seeds indoors to be, put in your outside garden. So I'm showing you how to do that. I didn't even charge for that. That's just something that I'm sharing with you all. Also, not only am I, today I'm just sitting here behind the computer, but there are several videos here on the channel where I've actually taken you all what I call out in the field, and I'm showing you firsthand what's going on, whether it's in the grocery stores, big retailers. I'm showing you all exactly. So as I report the information, I'm also taking you out with me so we can see together what's going on in the stores. And I'm also interacting with my subscribers, my supporters. So you all let me know who else is doing this on YouTube. So again, join the community, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit all notifications. That way, whenever I do go live or I do upload new content, you'll be notified. Thank you all so much for tuning in, taking time out of your Friday. I'll be back live again soon, maybe later on tonight. If not tonight, then sometime tomorrow. But make sure you subscribe. That way, when I do go live, you'll be notified. Okay. Thank you all so much. Continue to enjoy your Friday. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family. And I'll talk to you all again soon, right here on Andrea Speaks TV. See you soon.